Hey friends, I wanted to give you guys a little update because I haven't posted a video in a little while and there's a lot of things going on. I don't know where to start. So as always, I put too many things in my basket and they all kind of came, the finishing details, all that kind of all happened at once. So I had to just take a little break from posting my regular video schedule. Again, summer's just really thrown me off. Not only just wanting to be more intentional with my time when the kids are home, but not having regular filming times because they're loud and, whatever. My excuses are not the point. I've been working really hard for a few months, and some of you may already know, but I launched a podcast. I sent it out to my emails, and Rosie's awake. Okay, let me see if I can finish this quickly. So I launched a podcast. It is very faith-based. So for those of you who are here for that content, I would love for you to check it out if you search Love Mother Podcast on iTunes. And if you do like it, I would love for you to subscribe, leave it a review, and rate it. Just helps other moms, like-minded people to find the podcast. My eye is watering. I haven't really talked about it too much, but the people that have listened to it already have given me such great feedback. And I was really nervous because I never went to Bible school. I felt really kind of unequipped, but I just felt God was calling me to do it because, yes, here on my YouTube channel, I talk about my faith. It's a big part of it, but it's not like there's a lot of other things that I talk about here. Obviously, mainly a lot of foster care and adoption, parenting, motherhood, all that kind of stuff. But I just really felt God calling me to do even more for Him in my life. And I just get messages from so many of you guys all the time, really connecting with me on the faith bit about it. I just really wanted a place to create content where I could really encourage other Christian moms. And I thought a podcast was the best platform for that. I didn't really want to start another YouTube channel. I don't know. That's where I felt God was calling me. So there's 5 episodes already ready. I'm about to record the 6th. I'll do that tonight when everybody's sleeping and quiet. So later this week, that one should be up as well. But I'm also going to be putting them here on YouTube for you to listen to them. There won't be any video to it because I record them in my pajamas. But I will put them here so you can listen to the audio, and I'll add some nice video, some relaxing clips or whatever, if that's how you prefer to consume it. But it is on iTunes, it's live, and I do have to figure out how to get it on all the other platforms. Still working on it. It's a new thing for me, but I would appreciate your love and support so much if that is something you're interested in. Check it out. Just Google or just search Love Mother Podcast. You can also listen to the episodes directly from my blog, and any additional resources I talk about will be linked in the show notes there. So I would love for you to check it out, and I'm just going to add the first clip, which is the intro or the trailer for the podcast, after I'm done talking here, and you can have a listen. But before I do that, I wanted to let you guys know that we have opened our home to fostering again. We had plans to move, and God has just... things have been happening where we feel that that's not what we're supposed to be doing right now. So I feel like useless, if that makes sense, because we have room. I mean, we don't have room. All our rooms are full, but we can make room. And the thought of a baby sitting in a NICU because there's no foster parent available, or, it's where our heart is. So we decided to open our home again, which is kind of crazy. And I emailed that out a few weeks ago to those of you on my email list. And I haven't said it on YouTube yet because, there is no baby here yet. But we are on the emergency list for after hours, so I'm on call. And we have a little baby coming on Friday, just for a week. So we're kind of jumping back into fostering and starting off with a respite placement. So we'll see. I haven't really even told family or anyone yet. It's just something we kind of had this feeling. God was kind of telling us, like, just be obedient. I might not put a child in your home, but say yes. We're saying yes, and we'll see what happens because the adoption is taking so long. We had told our agency we wanted to take a break because we wanted to travel. I explained it on my other video. I'll link that down below. I'm not going to explain it all again. But her adoption, it just takes so long to get all the paperwork back. So we just felt really useless in this wait. Anyways, I gotta go. She's awake from her nap. Did we wake up on the wrong side of the crib? So here's our girl, our sweet little girl. We're just, I don't know if it's because like she's adopted, even though it's not finalized. We have her health card with her New name.
Hi.
Hi. Can Mommy have a kiss? Can I have a kiss, Rose? Oh, thank you, sweet girl. Anyways, but we're just like falling in love with her all over again. And she's starting to communicate better, and that has been a lot of. It's been frustrating for her because she can't communicate for us because she does have some speech delays, but she's really starting to talk a lot now. And I just find she's not as, like, she used to cry and scream a lot. Hi. And now she's using her words. Hi. She's the sweetest. I love her so much. We just finished up her room, so I have a video coming for that. And I think that's everything I have to update you with. Hi. I'm going to go play with this little one, and you can enjoy the first little bit of the podcast. I'll try to have them all released very quickly, so you can listen to them, but you can always head right to my blog or to iTunes. Please subscribe and rate them if you do enjoy them. I would love that so much. Anyways, thank you guys. I'll see you on the next video. Can you say bye?
Bye.
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 Bye. Can you wave? Bye. Bye. You got a cookie tattoo. You got a cookie tattoo, don't you?
Bye.
Bye.
Welcome to the Love Mother podcast. I'm your host, Kate Isaac, and I hope to encourage, equip, and inspire you, busy mama, to live out your motherhood with fearless faith and powerful purpose. I know motherhood can be busy, overwhelming, and mundane, but there is another way, a motherhood full of joy and abundance. When we remove focus from worldly distractions and live our lives in the fullness of Christ, we discover the women and mothers God created us to be. Join me for open and honest discussions and interviews about gospel truths, motherhood, family, home, foster care, and adoption. This podcast invites God right into the beauty and busy of mom life and was created for mamas who crave more. More joy, more impact, more purpose, more Jesus. Let's dive into today's episode. Hey friends, and welcome to episode 1 of the Love Mother podcast. Today we're just going to be chatting a little bit about what the Love Mother podcast is all about and what you can expect. I've been thinking about starting a podcast for a while now, but wondering if adding another thing to my already full plate was a wise decision. Personally, I love listening to podcasts, especially when I'm doing dishes, folding laundry, or out for a walk with the baby. You know, all the typical mom life stuff. If you've been a blog reader or watched me on YouTube for any length of time, then you may already know that having a platform to create content is a way of self-care for me. I absolutely love connecting with other like-minded mamas, and I feel that God has been calling me to this more and more. Even though running a blog, YouTube channel, and now a podcast is a lot of work, to me, it is good work. Something I truly love, and a way to share my testimony and show God's faithfulness and goodness in my life. I love helping other moms grow in the Lord and maybe learn a thing or two from shared experiences. Whenever I am pondering a big decision, such as starting a podcast, I pray about it, and after praying about it and discussing it with my husband, I ask myself, does it align with my life goals? Now, I can't take credit for these life goals. They are actually in my church's mission statement, but they match with what I want to do with my life, and that is love God, love others, and serve the world. What better way to do that than by talking to mothers all over the world about our good, good Father, helping moms go from busy and overwhelmed to full of joy, enjoying and appreciating their motherhoods and finding beauty in the mundane, showing moms that it doesn't have to be so hard and overwhelming. With the right priorities, systems, and focus, these mom to little years can be so full of joy and abundance. The podcast was created for moms who crave more, moms who don't want to just wake up, cook, clean, sleep, repeat, moms who desire to create a positive impact in our world and live out their motherhood full of purpose, moms who have struggled or are currently struggling in the busy, overwhelming season of young motherhood, but know that there's got to be a better way. Moms who want to wake up with energy, attack the to-do list with a smile, and live in the peace, joy, and abundance God wants for us. I know this is the kind of mom I want to be, and although sometimes I miss the mark, I never stop pursuing it. I'm thankful for God's grace along the way. God never says following Christ will be easy, but it will certainly be worth it. And the closer you walk with the Lord, the easier it is to experience all the blessings God has for us. We are daughters of the King. That holds great value, but also great responsibility. My goal for the podcast is to equip and inspire mamas to live out their motherhood in the fullness of Christ, to be a supportive voice in the common hurdles we face as moms, and to be a note of encouragement just when you need to hear it. We will be discussing everything motherhood entails, and I want to thank you in advance for spending some of your precious time with me. You will hear all about grace and truth, stories of God's faithfulness, and I am going to be interviewing some pretty amazing mamas as well. There will be a new podcast every week, and if you're looking for some weekly encouragement to live out your motherhood with joy, purpose, and fulfillment, then this might just be your new favorite podcast. Welcome to the Love Mother Podcast. I am so excited to have you here.